Do not tremble when the winds rise against you. I have not abandoned you. Do you hear me, child? I am not a God who watches from a distance. I am the Lord who fights beside you, within you, and through you. You feel the pressure, the pain, the aching that comes not just from age but from battle after battle. But hear me now. I did not raise you to simply endure. I raised you to overcome. You have known loss. You have tasted the bitterness of disappointment. You have been struck down by waves of sorrow that left you wondering if you had the strength to rise again. And yet, you are still standing. Why? Because I placed my spirit within you. I planted in you a fire that cannot be drowned out by tears or silenced by age. Every time you thought you were done, every time you whispered, "I can't anymore," I lifted you. I carried you. I stood in the middle of your weakness and said, "This one belongs to me." I have watched your life unfold like a field stretched across seasons. I saw your youthful strength, the times you believed you could carry the world on your shoulders. I saw you love deeply, sacrifice greatly, and give generously. And now, as your body begins to slow, and as others may overlook your worth, I want you to know that your strength in this season is not measured by muscles or miles, but by faith. You are strong because you still believe. You are mighty because you still pray. You are powerful because you still stand when others fall. You are not merely withstanding the attacks of the enemy. You are outlasting them. You are defeating them by continuing to walk in my truth. That ache in your chest, that fog in your mind, that heaviness in your soul, these are not signs of defeat. These are scars of a warrior. You are still on the field, still in the fight, and still destined to win because I, the Lord your God, have declared it. Do not mistake this quiet season for my absence. I speak in the stillness. I breathe in the silence. I move in ways that eyes cannot see and ears do not always hear. The enemy wants you to believe you are finished. But I say, you are just entering the season of fulfillment. What you have sown in tears, you will reap in joy. What you have given in secret, I will reward openly. What you thought was lost, I will redeem in my timing. You are not at the end. You are walking deeper into my purpose. Listen to me. The enemy would love to convince you that your best days are behind you. But I say, your most victorious days are still ahead. You've gained wisdom the world cannot teach. You've learned surrender through pain. You've grown roots so deep in my word that storms can no longer shake you. And because of that, you are a threat to the kingdom of darkness. This is why the attacks have not stopped. This is why the enemy comes again and again, not because you are weak, but because you are dangerous to his plans. Every time you choose to trust me in the pain, you tear down a lie. Every time you sing through sorrow, you break chains. Every time you lift your head in hope, you build a bridge for others to cross into freedom. You will not just survive, you will overcome. I am not asking you to fight in your own strength. I am asking you to remember mine. My spirit within you is not growing old. My power does not weaken with time. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And the same spirit that raised my son from the grave is alive in you right now. Even now, as you sit in your chair, as you feel the wear of years upon your bones, know this: the strength that matters is eternal. You fought many battles before, but this one, this season, is different. This one is about trust, not toil. This is the chapter where you learn to rest in my presence and war in worship. The battle will not be won with striving, but with surrender. Lift your eyes to me. Let me fight for you. Let me be your defender. Stop carrying burdens I never asked you to bear. Do you remember when you were younger, how you believed so boldly? That same fire is still in you. Let it rise again. Do not let regret dim your light. Do not let age silence your voice. I still speak through you. I still have more to do through your life. Your story is not finished. Your prayers still carry weight. Your faith still moves mountains. You have not seen the fullness of what I will do. Even now, I am aligning things behind the scenes. I am redeeming what the enemy tried to steal. I am restoring what was broken. I am awakening dreams you thought had died. You will see miracles yet. You will experience joy again. You will walk in new strength, not from your body, but from my spirit. So rise, beloved, not in haste, but in confidence. Raise your eyes to the hills from where your help comes. Do not shrink back. Do not retreat into despair. You are my warrior, my witness, my vessel of glory. You are not a forgotten elder. You are a seasoned soldier. You are not past your prime. You are positioned for my purpose. Every attack sent against you is a lie against what I've spoken. But my word cannot return void. I have said you are more than a conqueror. I have declared that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I have proclaimed that I will never leave you nor forsake you. So stand firm. You will not just withstand this attack, you will overcome it. Not by your might, not by your years, but by my spirit that burns brighter in you than any fire this world has ever seen. Look at you. You're still here. You've walked through decades of trials, triumphs, heartbreak, and hope. And still your lips know how to speak my name. That is not a small thing. That is power. That is warfare. That is the fragrance of faith rising to my throne. You think you're just singing in your living room, humming in your kitchen, whispering my name as you lay your head down at night. But I tell you, your praise shakes the heavens. You may not run like you used to. Your knees may ache and your hands may tremble. But in my eyes, you are radiant. There is a fire in you that burns with the heat of every prayer, every song, every tear you've offered up to me. Do not think that your worship has lost its strength with age. No. Your praise is even more precious to me now, for it comes from a heart that has known loss and still chooses me. It comes from a soul that has seen hardship and yet still lifts its voice to heaven. This fire in your eyes, it is not the fire of youth, but the fire of perseverance, the fire that only grows in those who have walked with me through every season. It is the light of someone who has been tried by fire and come out refined. And when the enemy looks at you, he doesn't see weakness. He sees the flames. He sees the history you have with me, the covenant that cannot be broken, the faith that cannot be extinguished. You've praised me at weddings, at funerals, in hospital rooms, and quiet nights alone. You've praised me when your heart was full, and you've praised me when your heart was shattered. That kind of praise is not shallow. It is not ordinary. It is holy, sacred, and I receive it like incense rising before me. When you lift your hands, even if it's just a small motion now, it is a weapon. When you open your mouth to sing, even if the voice cracks or falters, it is a roar in the spirit. Your praise is your protest against darkness. It declares, God is still good. He is still worthy. He is still with me. Every time you worship me in pain, you humiliate the enemy. Every hallelujah you whisper sends confusion into his camp. There are people around you, family, neighbors, even strangers, who don't realize they're being protected by your praise. They don't see the shield you've built around them through years of prayer and worship. But I see it, I know it, and I honor it. Your songs, your words, your steadfast faith, it has paved a path for others to walk upon. You are a living altar of remembrance. Do not be discouraged if your days feel quieter now. Do not believe the lie that your time is past. I dwell in your silence. I move in your stillness. And I am still using you. Through every note of praise, every whispered prayer, every moment you choose to trust me even when you don't understand. I want you to know something sacred. I love your worship now even more than I did when you were young. Then it was fresh. Now it is proven. Then it was filled with hope. Now it's seasoned with experience. And that makes it all the more fragrant. You don't worship me because of what I give. You worship me because of who I am. That is intimacy. That is legacy. So keep the fire in your eyes. Let it burn with the memories of all I've done for you, all the times I carried you, all the nights I stayed with you when no one else could. Let your praise remind the heavens and the earth that I am faithful. Let it be a testimony written in song and whispered in prayer. You are not forgotten. Your praise is not background noise in heaven. It is front and center. Angels bow at the sound of your worship because it carries the weight of endurance. It carries the beauty of a soul that has chosen me over and over again, even when it hurt. I know the weariness you feel. I know the battles you fought in secret. But I tell you, your strength is not fading. Your fire is not dying. It is transforming. You are becoming a lighthouse, a burning torch in a world that grows dim. Others may not recognize the power you carry, but the spirit world does. The enemy does. And I do. So praise me in your chair. Praise me with your hands folded. Praise me with your voice soft or strong. Praise me in your heart when words don't come. I am there in it all. I am listening. I am moved. I am acting. The fire in your eyes tells me you still believe. The praise on your lips tells me you still trust. And for that, I will pour out blessings upon you in ways you did not expect. I will refresh your soul. I will stir your spirit. I will awaken dreams. Because you have worshipped through the storm, you will walk in my peace. This is not just survival. It is victory. This is not just enduring. It is conquering. And the sound of your praise will echo far beyond your years. It will touch generations. It will bring healing. It will open doors. Because I inhabit the praises of my people, and you, my child, have become a dwelling place for my glory. I see you, yes, you who feel tired, who has carried more than your share. I see the weight you've borne over the years, the betrayals that left scars, the prayers that felt unanswered, the moments when you questioned, "Why me, Lord?" I was there for every moment. I held your tears. I listened to your sighs. But today, I am not here to just comfort you. I am here to awaken you. You are not a victim. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are not the sum of your regrets or the accumulation of your losses. I, the Lord your God, call you a victor. Not because of your strength, not because of what you've accomplished, but because my spirit lives within you. Yes, the world may have underestimated you. Time may have tried to slow you down. The enemy may have whispered lies that you are forgotten, finished, or fading. But I speak louder than every lie. I declare truth over your life. You are still chosen. You are still anointed. You are still mine. The battles you have faced have not weakened you. They have refined you. The disappointments have not disqualified you. They have drawn you closer to me. And though you have been pressed, you have not been crushed. Though you have been struck down, you have not been destroyed. Because I am the one who holds you upright. I am the one who breathed life into your bones and declared, "This one is more than a conqueror." Do not believe the voice that tells you your best years are behind you. That voice does not come from me. I am the one who brings life even in dry places. I am the one who gives dreams to those who thought dreaming was for the young. I did not put my spirit in you for a season. I placed it in you for eternity. And my spirit does not age. It does not waver. It does not grow weary. So if I am in you, and I am unshakable, then you too are unshakable. When you stand not in your flesh, but in my presence. Let me speak to those regrets that echo in your heart, the things you wish you could go back and change, the moments you replay in your mind. Give them to me. I do not define you by your past. I redeem it. I take the broken pieces and I make beauty. I take what the enemy meant for evil and I turn it for good. Your story is not one of defeat. It is one of deliverance. Even when you felt like a victim, when the grief overwhelmed you, when the relationships crumbled, when the diagnosis came, when the prayers went unanswered, I was still working. I was still present. I was shaping you into someone who would not just endure, but overcome. I know the lies that try to creep in. You're not useful anymore. You're just in the way. You don't matter. Do you think I would create someone in my image, place my spirit within them, walk with them through decades only to discard them now? No, child. Never. My kingdom does not operate like the world. While the world celebrates youth and speed, I honor wisdom and endurance. I use those who are willing, not those who are perfect. You may feel physically slower, but spiritually you are a giant. You may feel unseen by others, but heaven watches you. Every time you choose hope, when despair would be easier, you shine. Every time you encourage someone else, when you yourself feel weak, you magnify my heart. That is victory. Victory is not the absence of struggle. It is the presence of me in the middle of it. You walk in victory when you trust me, even when the path is unclear. You walk in victory when you forgive those who never said sorry. You walk in victory when you choose to worship instead of complain. You walk in victory when you keep going, even when no one is clapping. Do not compare your story to others. Do not measure your worth by the pace or position of someone else's journey. I have tailored your path. I have marked your steps, and every step you take toward me is a step in triumph. You are not too old to be used. You are not too broken to be healed. You are not too late to fulfill what I've placed in your heart. If you are still breathing, I am still moving. If your heart still longs for me, I am still working. And I have not just given you survival. I've given you my spirit. The same spirit that spoke the universe into existence, the same spirit that empowered prophets and apostles, the same spirit that raised my son from the grave, that spirit is in you. That is why you are not a victim. That is why you will rise again. That is why the enemy fears your voice. Because when you speak, darkness flees. When you pray, chains break. When you believe, miracles begin. So lift your head, child. You are not beneath. You are seated in heavenly places with me. You are not defeated. You are clothed in victory. You are not forgotten. I know every detail of your life, and I am not done with your story. There is more to write. There is more to give. There is more to see. The world may look at your age and see limits. I look at your spirit and see legacy. You carry a fire that generations need. You carry wisdom that can only come through years with me. You carry a presence that shifts atmospheres. Walk in it, live like it, and never again call yourself a victim. You are my child, my vessel, my warrior, and you are more than a conqueror because I live in you. Can you hear me in the quiet? When the phone doesn't ring like it used to, when the days are slower, and the house feels a little too silent, when the world outside keeps spinning fast, but your world has gently slowed. It is in this stillness, this sacred hush, that I am drawing you closer. I am not far. I am nearer than ever. I am stirring your spirit, not to awaken you from something, but to awaken you into something. This season of stillness is not a pause. It is a preparation. You may feel like life is winding down, but I, the Lord your God, am winding something up within you. I am calling you into deeper intimacy with me, not because you must earn it, but because I desire it. I miss you when you become too distracted, too weary, too full of regret or routine. But here, in the quiet, I have your heart's attention, and I am speaking. Listen closely. I am not a God who only speaks through thunder and fire. I am also the whisper on the wind, the voice that lingers when the world is silent. You have walked with me for years, but I want to take you deeper now. I want to reveal parts of my heart that I've reserved for those who've endured, for those who've kept the faith, for those who still seek me, not just in need, but in love. You have known me as Savior, Provider, Healer, but now I want to be your companion, your friend, your greatest joy. I am stirring your spirit because you still have more to experience of me. Not more activity, not more doing, but more being. This is the gift I am offering you. Not just answers, but intimacy. Not just miracles, but my presence. You may look back on your life and feel that the most spiritual days were when you were serving, leading, raising, giving. But I tell you, this season, right now, has the potential to be your most spiritually fruitful time. Because now, with fewer distractions, I have your full heart. Now, with less noise, my whisper is clearer. Now, with more time, our conversations can be deeper. Don't confuse solitude with insignificance. Don't confuse quiet with emptiness. I am here. I have not gone silent. I am just speaking more softly, because I want you to lean in. I am drawing you into the secret place. I am inviting you to be with me, not for what I can give, but for who I am. I see the thoughts that swirl around your mind. Have I done enough? Did I miss it? Does any of it still matter? Let me answer you plainly. You are still mine. You are still in my plan. And yes, it all mattered. Every prayer whispered, every act of obedience, every time you said yes when it was hard. They are recorded in eternity. But now, I want you to stop striving. I want you to rest, not just physically, but spiritually. This is not a time of spiritual retirement. This is a time of spiritual renewal. I'm not done with you. I'm just shifting how I use you. Before you moved in power. Now you will move in presence. Before you carried others. Now you will carry revelation. You will be a well of wisdom. A safe place for others to encounter me. There are things I want to tell you that I couldn't share before. Not because I didn't want to, but because you were too busy, too burdened. But now, as your calendar slows, as the world quiets around you, I can finally reveal my secrets. Yes, secrets. For I share the deep things of my heart with those who walk closely, and you, child, have walked long with me. Let the stillness become sacred. Let the silence become a sanctuary. You don't need crowds or platforms. You don't need noise or activity. You need me, and I am enough. In fact, I am more than enough. I will fill the empty spaces. I will heal the quiet ache. I will speak life where loneliness tries to settle. Some around you may not understand. They may wonder why you speak less, why you are more reflective, more tender, more tuned inward. But that's because you're listening to me now with a new ear. You're hearing beyond the surface. You're feeling the pull of eternity. That's not confusion. That's calling. I'm drawing you into maturity that transcends this world. You will still be used. But now, I will use your silence to teach others how to listen. I will use your peace to calm storms around those who are frantic. I will use your stillness as a testimony that my presence is more powerful than performance. You are becoming a lighthouse, not one that shouts, but one that simply shines. Let me stir your spirit. Let me refresh your soul. Let me renew your joy. Not the joy that comes from accomplishments, but the joy that comes from simply being loved. You don't need to impress me. You don't need to earn me. I am already yours, and you are already mine. Let this be your daily prayer. Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. That is enough. In that quiet whisper, I will reveal my will. In that still moment, I will flood you with peace. In that sacred time, I will give you insight for generations. You will dream again. You will see visions. You will feel my heart in ways you never have before. You may not travel far. You may not do great things in the world's eyes. But in my eyes, your very breath in my presence is an act of worship. Your stillness is a seed. Your surrender is a song. So be still and know. Know that I am God. Know that I have not forgotten you. Know that I am stirring you, not for noise, but for nearness, not for activity, but for intimacy. This is your holy invitation. Come closer.